Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fairy Garden Thursday, where tiny worlds come alive. Good morning, Dee. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And I have this fairy garden out to show you guys how beautiful it turned out. Yes, it is hardened now, and it is just beautiful. Look at that. This is our fairy post. My little lamp came off. Hang on. It is just adorable. And I hope you all love watching it be built as I put it together. It is so pretty. And I love this little fairy garden post. In fact, I had one of the fairy ladies tell me that she is also going to make one. She loved the idea, and that is so special. And that is our fairy garden post. I hope you enjoyed it. And I gotta get some stuff for today. Right over here. All right, I'm gonna put my fairy post right over here. It turned out so beautiful. Good morning, everyone. And I was going through a lot of the Valentine stuff that I had a box, and I was going through the Valentine things, and I found something that would make an awesome fairy garden world. And so I thought, how nice, I'm gonna do that. So I have no plan. I only have what the initial thought was. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it and see where it takes us. And I had some fencing that I have here that I'm going to use. So I want to turn them all the same way so I can look at them. These were pieces used in another fairy garden, so this one is definitely out. And the one I used before was pink, but that pink might be a good idea. So I'm really liking the pink. Good morning, good morning. It is a Fairy Thursday. Now here is what I had found in my other Valentine's box. Is a Happy Valentine's Day. And of course the chalkboard. But this is so beautiful. And the reason I loved it was because how flat it is. I'm going to glue it onto the board, and we can decorate both sides and make it a Christmas ornament. A fairy garden Christmas ornament. How beautiful is that going to be? That is going to make someone a beautiful ornament for their tree. Yes, so let's get this glued on so it stays. Now I am going to use my glue and my hot glue because we don't want it coming off. So let's get that glued on so we can... Good. Hi, Dee. I said hi earlier. Yeah, I'm not... You know, Paula's had a tragedy. One of her beautiful friends passed away, and so she might not be here today. I hope she comes in. It would be good for her, but yeah, she had a tragedy, and her friend were close, so I don't know. And what's nice about making this an ornament is the fact that both sides will be decorated. Come on, get down there. Doesn't want to stick yet. Let's get a little more hot glue on there. Just a little more. My stick fell out. Sometimes with the other glue on there, the hot glue acts up a little bit. So that tells me I just need a little more hot glue on here. There we go. And I love the fact it has the heart in the beautiful house, and it can represent Valentine's Day, and it's just gonna make a beautiful fairy garden ornament. And how awesome would that be to be on your... Hi, Wendy. How are you? Welcome in, my friend. Yes, I am having a good morning, and we are working on a tiny world today. We are working on a fairy garden ornament. I haven't decided which way I'm gonna take it yet. Now, I could put fence on one side and no fencing on the other. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the fence on one side, but not the other. Because I want each side to represent something different. So let's see which side I want my fence. I think this side. So let me get my painting gloves on. And gotta get my glove on. Paula, one of Paula's really close friends had passed away. And I'm not sure if we're gonna see her this morning. Yeah, her friend passed away. And she's been kind of really upset about it. It was a close friend that she palled around with. And they were... you know, probably preparing for the funeral and everything. So, she might come in. We'll give her some time. She still might come in, hon. Okay, so we want to do, fairy garden. We want to go with greens. And here's a beautiful green here. This is a citrus green, and we also have holly branch green because it's going to be an ornament. So we could go with holly branch and the light green. I think that would look gorgeous. Plus we'll also have the fairy dust on it too, the fairy grass, you know. So let me get some painting cups. I have like a gold here that I think would look really good too. And I think I'm going to use the King's Gold for the fencing here. Yeah, I think I'm going to paint that King's Gold. Yeah, she told me she told you. That's why she was trying to call me the other day. She was trying to get a hold of me, and I felt bad. I didn't hear the phone. We were super busy, and I didn't hear the phone, and I feel bad that I didn't hear it. All right. So let's get the fences painted so they will dry and be ready for our fairy garden. And because you want to, it's going to be an ornament hanging on the tree, that is why I'm using gold on the fencing. Oh, that looks beautiful. Hello, Shanika. Today we are making a tiny world ornament for the Christmas tree. It's going to be a dual fairy garden with 2 different sides. And I am right now painting. I had I had an idea, but no real goal on what I was doing today. I had found these 2 pieces in the Valentine's box and knew it would make a beautiful fairy garden ornament. See? What a beautiful ornament for the tree. And I just realized I left my water in the kitchen. I always use hot water. And for those of you who are new to my channel, the reason I use hot water is it cleans the brushes. You always want to have hot water when you are painting because it breaks the paint and glues down immediately. And then you don't have such a hard time cleaning your brushes. So I am going to run real quick. You guys enjoy the music. I'm going to go get my hot water for my paint brushes. And how I realized it wasn't here is because I usually set it right here, right off to my right. And it wasn't there. I looked up to put my paintbrush in it, and it wasn't there, and that's when it dawned on me. I left it in the kitchen. All right, so I'm going to go get that real quick and put it where it goes. All right. I shall return. Stay right where you are and join the music, y'all. Whew, that was my light. I'm glad that was just the light and not the... There we go. All right, get my water. right, I'm back. Thank you, Shanika. Yeah, see, Shanika knows. Hot water, y'all. It breaks down the paint. It breaks down the glue that you use on your brush. And so you definitely want hot water. Now we'll let them dry a little bit so we can do the other side. Now what I had here is, since we're making an ornament, I have holly branch green, and I have a citrus green. So I think what we're going to do, I want to use the lighter green on the house. And tell me if you agree with my idea. I want to use the lighter green on the house so the flowers will show up better. The trees or anything we put in here is going to pop against it. If I use the dark green, it's not going to show up as much. So we'll use the dark green on the bottom with the snow, because that'll show the snow up really well. And like I said, thank you, Shanika does agree, yes. I had no particular idea. I'm winging it right now, y'all, because when I started this, or when I found this little house in the bottom, I'm like, fairy garden. But at that time, I did not realize ornament. I just realized ornament this morning when I started showing you guys that it would make an awesome ornament. So that's what we call winging it. All right, got that in there. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about crafting, and while I'm doing this, a bit about crafting. I watch a lot of different channels that, you know how you scroll sometime for ideas? You want to find some ideas, and every single artist is unique and different. Every artist is unique and different. And I was at a channel, she was having a live doing arts and crafts like I'm doing here. And somebody came in her channel, and it was really sad. And they said, so-and-so's art is better than yours. Now, number one, why would you have the need to say that to another human being, number one? And normally I stay out of things, but at that point, I took over, my Christian heart took over, and I had written, everyone is a good artist and unique in their own way of doing things. I just had to say it. Because to me, we're all different. None of us are going to exactly create, even if you get an idea from somebody. We are all not going to create the same. Let's say another channel likes my ornament and goes looking for pieces that they can also make an ornament, and it's completely different than mine. But that doesn't mean mine is better. Not at all. Because that artist, to me, that's an honor. If somebody wants to do something they seen on my channel, to me, that's just an honor. And that doesn't mean that I did a better job than the other artist. All that means is we have two very unique perspectives on the same thing. And so please, when you're watching the art channels, be mindful of your words, because once words are spoken, they're out there. You can't take them back. And I too have had my share of negative comments, but I won't allow negativity on my channel. So my moderators immediately erase the comment and time out the person, because I do not tolerate negativity. Constructive criticism now. If you think of something that, like, let's say, hey, that would be good with a red edge. That is constructive. You're giving me an idea. That is not negativity. Oh, Dee, I was just telling the story. I was in another artist's channel. She was live and she was making her artwork, and somebody made a comment that so-and-so's channel's better than your channel. Better, which is so rude. I mean, why would you have the need to say that to somebody? So that, I had to say, every artist is unique in their own way. And look how that turned on that wood, y'all. You see the yellowish green? How pretty is that? That turned out gorgeous. All right, let's see. Now here on the back of the house, oh, I see what they did, but that's okay. We're going to paint it green anyway. That's okay. We're going to go right at the edge of the, okay. So I need to go right at the edge. Thank you, Shanika. That, it does seem like we made the correct color choice for sure. I love how everything against it will pop. So, but I gotta try to get down on this other side now. Definitely do the other side. So I took it from, let's see. There we go. This looks like it was basically just like to hang on the wall, but hey, when I saw it, I thought that is going to make an awesome tiny fairy garden, especially a Christmas ornament. I bet you this sells really fast, y'all. The minute I put this in the market, it's gonna sell. Even if Christmas is far away, it's probably going to sell very quickly. Wow, how nice. Now, let's get the edges right here of the house. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, okay. If you guys think of anything, yeah, that is very sad, Dee. I don't understand sometimes why it is necessary to be mean to people. I don't. You know, I don't understand it and I never will because I'm all about making people happy, not tearing them down. And if another artist says, "What do you think?" I'm not going to lie to him either. I'll tell him what I think. You know, a lot of times I'll say, "Do you want the truth or a lie?" Because if you want a lie, I'll tell you a lie if that's what you definitely want. But if you want the truth, I will be glad to give you the truth. And 9 times out of 10, I don't have any, not even constructive criticism. All right. We can paint the other half of our fences now. Oh, let me get my glove back on. I'm so excited for this. When I saw that little house, I'm like, oh, that's just too cute. Too cute. So we definitely got our fences painted gold. We want to stay a little Christmassy, but not too much on the one side. The other side will be like a snowy, early snow type of, yeah. All right, that one's painted and done. That looks good. Oh, yeah. And I'm really anxious to see how it's going to turn out today. Especially, like, you know, a lot of times I'll have a plan in my head because I usually have to cut some pieces and get things ready because of my back. You guys know that. Okay, Shanika. A lot, you know, I have the back injury, so if I sit too long, I can cause myself great agony. So I get things ready to make it so that I'm not here forever. Hello, Mimi. There you are. Hello, girlfriend. I was wondering where you were off to. We are making a fairy garden ornament. And each side is going to be a different scene. So when someone hangs it on their tree and it spins, they will see fairies no matter what. Yes. Ah, I hate when my hands do that. Did you guys see my hand flick? Yeah, I took my medicine, don't worry. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get in my system. I think we chose right, y'all. I am glad we chose the green, the light green on there because, yeah, this green is very, very dark. So we did the right thing choosing the light green for the house. But the dark green is going to have the snow on it anyway for winter, so that's going to look good. Now, when you're doing your art, don't worry about the little things that come up or show because a lot of those can be covered, especially when you're building a fairy garden. So if you see something in your art that you don't like, wait until you start doing more of the garden so that you know whether it's going to be covered or not. Okay, now we're going to let that dry a little bit. And we have, let me get my rag here. I had to put my heavy sweater on today because this room in here is, be careful with the emojis, Dee. YouTube considers that spam, so be careful. I'm working on a bonnet for a video collaboration. Oh, nice. Nice, Mimi. Yeah, I love that hat I saw the other day. They're doing good. I redid them. I now have on some beautiful pop nails. And I got those done and I cut them down, put my medicine on, doing exactly what the doctor told me to do. I see a problem here I want to get, and just a little edge problem. And I want to make sure it's green. There we go. There, because the snow won't cover by the edge. So I got to turn this way because I do need that green again for the bottom. And let's check our fences. Wow, that came right off. Doggone it. All right. Okay. Oh, I see what that is. That's not the paint coming off. That's a flaw in the... Oh my gosh, the fence has a flaw in it. Nice. Okay. Wow, that fence has a flaw in the plastic. That's what's wrong. But that's okay. That's going to make the That's gonna make it look unique. All right, so now we gotta think of a roof color, and I really think, oh, let's see. We have the gold fencing. Darn it, let me think of the colors I have. Okay, I have real red. And I have, this is bright red. And then I think, tomato. What do you guys think? A tomato? Yes, Dee, it is very frustrating, but I gotta listen to the doctor if I want my hands better, that's for sure. I have to listen to the doctor. But I think the ripe, let's just try it out. Let's just try it out, y'all. Because I think it's not gonna be such a bright, Christmassy red. Mimi said hello, Shanika. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. We are making a tiny world ornament for Christmas time, or any time, really. You could even hang it in your window. If you wanted to hang the fairy garden in your window and let it spin. Oh, yeah, I think I was right on with the tomato, you guys. What do you think? Doesn't that look like a brick? Yeah, that's what I was kind of aiming for. I didn't have a brick, but I was aiming for the color of a brick. Let me move my things over here. There we go. Yeah, I was aiming for that color. Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous. That pops right out there, y'all. You know what? I better put I got some paint on my hand, but I better put my glove on to be on the safe side. What do you guys think? Especially because I put the medicine on my hands this morning. Dee says, really? Yes, really. Yeah, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Shanika said, yes, put your gloves on. What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah, that was the right color. And that looks gorgeous, especially for a fairy garden, you guys. This is a fairy garden. And that looks gorgeous for that. Yeah, that was the right color for sure. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Paula. Hello, Paula. Yeah, we kind of thought that's what you were doing, baby girl. You were out helping with the funeral. I hope you're feeling better. I know it's hard. Oh yeah, we picked the right color, y'all. This was it. Now this side over here is kind of free-handed because it doesn't have the lip that the other side has. So we had to kind of just freehand where the roof goes behind the string. Because we definitely want it fitting in like the other side. There we go. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now we got the, okay guys, should we just go ahead and make this chimney like a brown or black, or paint it red? Paint it the same color. What do you guys think? Shanika said hello, Paula. Should I do it red like the roof, or do it like a brown or black color? Because I want to make sure it is a colorful fairy garden. Or we can make it gold. We can also put like a golden red to it. Let me think. I think that would look awesome. But then again, the red, I think the red would make it golden red. Yeah, I really do. I'm gonna try it, y'all, because let's see, I don't need a big brush for that. I'm gonna do, okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. a question asked of me one time. Why do you play music when you are doing your artwork or your... And it's a valid question. And you know why? Because sometimes people enjoy music while they're watching someone do their... I've had a lot of people tell me they enjoy me playing the music while I'm working because they like hearing it. Queen Bee likes the music. So I thought that was a valid question, and I answered it just like that. And there you have it. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's see. I bet you we could do the bottom now. And I have to, there's a mark on one of the sides I saw earlier. I want to, yeah, right over here. I missed that whole corner. I missed the whole corner. How many of you like the music? Yeah, see, Mimi listens to music when she crochets. Yeah, a lot of people like listening, especially if you're in somebody's live and they're playing the music for you and working on their art or crochet or whatever they have. I do belong to another lady who crochets with music on. And she's working on a huge blanket right now. A great big huge blanket. Woo. That's probably taken her a long time to get what she's got done so far. Are you into blankets yet, Mimi, or you just do bonnets and booties? You trying to get into doing the bigger blankets and stuff? Oh, that's so pretty, you guys. Look at that. That is so pretty. That's the back side. And the front side is also so pretty. Yeah. Get off there. I was going to blow dry that, and I set it right down like a ding-dong. All right. So let's move it back so I can blow dry it. All right, watch your ears, y'all. I am blow drying it so we can work on it and get that dried. And you can see how the colors change, that it is drying it. These are a handy tool to have, y'all. A very handy tool, especially if you need to correct something and you need it dry. Oh, I love these blow dryers. This is mine. It's a heat gun. And you hold it back and it actually dries the paint for you, see? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, everything is painted now. We just got to glue on our pick art. Now I found these. See what you guys think. I love this branch. And not that I want to make it one tree. I think it would make several trees. And it has the little snow in it, you know, little snow thingies. I think it would be beautiful. But I can tell I'm gonna have to cut this part off. Yeah. And I have my little snow mounds. So we can put this inside the snow mound. And let's see, where else could I cut it? Let's see. I want a tree on either side, so I think right here. I cut it at an angle. And the back side will have a smaller tree, or maybe the front side. Let me see what I did with my snow mounds. Did I put them in here? Okay, I want to see if I put my little snow mounds away in here. I bet I didn't. Let me look on the other art table, y'all. It might be on the other art table. Okay. You used to knit, Dee? Oh, wow. Okay, so beautiful. Yep, I think we're gonna put the bigger one in the back. Yeah, we're gonna put this in the back side. And we're gonna put the smaller one in the front. If I ever get out of this room. Oh good, your club will teach you, nice. Knitting wasn't my thing. I don't know why. I just didn't like knitting. I like to crochet. I learned how to crochet. But I didn't like knitting. My grandma knitted all the time. We would sit with her in the rocking chair and watch her knit. She was a knitter. This little one has more snow, y'all. That's why I want to put it in the front. It does have a lot more snow. So we're going to let that sit up, and then definitely I got to cut some more of this off. It's really too long. I don't want to cut too much off, and we don't need that snow mound. We have these two little ones, and I think the two little ones fit beautifully for this ornament. Okay. Oh yeah, that went in there way better. All right, and that is for the back side. Now this is our front side, and we're gonna put it right here. Now you don't have to worry about part of it sticking off the edge. It's an ornament. My first crochet item was a granny square blanket. Oh, nice. Paula does blankets too. She crocheted a Barbie blanket for my mini TZ. She sure did. So before I put that on, I definitely want to do, because this is an ornament, so before we glue the trees and everything else on, let's do around our heart. If you remember how I did the door in the other, I think I'm going to do the same thing with the heart, because it is a fairy garden, but I want this up. I don't want the glue to run, so I need something to hold this up. There we go. Oh, let me get the jar open. So, I mean, glue, it takes a while for this kind of glue to harden, but I still want to be prepared. Oh, that'll be nice, Mimi. What do you guys think? Pretty awesome, huh? I love the flowers around. It looks like a heart doorway, and you have the flowers around that doorway. But I am going to get a, let's see. Nope, I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not even going to mess with it because I love it just the way it is. It makes an awesome doorway. And all the extra flowers will begin to fall off. And I will put this back in my jar. So we can do the other side. And we have flowers around our doorway. How awesome is that? And all the extras will keep falling off until they are done. And then you leave it just the way it is. And that is gorgeous. That is the front. Now, let's get the back done. I don't know why that said hide or show on that. She just saying she's going back and forth. Yeah, my daughter does that. She sits and watches videos when she's crocheting. Especially if she's learning, but she don't like to be disturbed. She'll say, "Don't disturb me, 'cause I'm counting." That's what she says. "Don't disturb me, I'm counting." And we're all like, sorry. See the ones hanging inside the window? I'm going to leave those hang there. I love that. I love the fact that they're actually hanging down. That looks good. That looks like a fairy garden. So we are definitely leaving them hang. They will dry that way and stay that way, and that is going to be awesome. And we definitely got to put the fence up now first, because we definitely want the fence there so that we place my tree the right way. Or I could put back the fence up to the tree. I might do that too, because that's why we did the, let's see, my lid. Correction, when I get out of this room. Yes, when. That is the operative word. When you get out of that room. You betcha. Okay, so this is the front, and we definitely know we want the fence on this side. So, where's my little tree? And we definitely want the tree, because we can hang some fairy baubles on the tree. So we definitely have to have our tree. So, you all, I think I am only going to put the fence here, and then I am going to put a fence in the back. So let's get our tree on our ornament. What an awesome fairy garden ornament, y'all. This is going to look beautiful. I can't wait till we get her done. And we have our cute little snow mound the tree is in. And now let's get our fence on. Look at that, you guys. Just beautiful. Beautiful. The fence in front of the fairy garden. And now I have my snow Let's see. We got to have the snow. And I think I have some here with me. I hope I have my snow here with me. I will not be happy if I didn't bring my snow. Did I bring my snow? I could have sworn I had my snow in here. Oh, maybe I left it over here on this side. Snow, are you in here? I do want to put some of this on here. This is like, you know how your grass gets right before the winter? So I do want to put some of the yellow grass, sprinkle that first before the snow. But we might have to finish, well, we're going to have to finish it next week anyway, y'all. But let's go ahead and sprinkle the green grass. You know how the grass gets right before the snow, and then you have a little bit of snow comes in. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sprinkle the grass first, and then next week we will put the snow on the grass. This will give you guys an idea. How many of you like the fairy garden ornament so far? Isn't it awesome? Some patches are usually thicker than others, so that's what I'm trying to do here. And the glue will harden and help it to adhere. There we go. And I'm just tapping it a little bit to move some of the ones that are loose around, just to give it that. There we go. Now see, you have it looks like green and yellow grass before, at the beginning of the snow. And then we have a little snow on the tree and the beautiful, and we will put some white flowers here to make that look like snow. But we will definitely be finishing this next week, y'all. I want to thank you for coming in with me and building our tiny fairy garden world. And this is going to be an ornament with 2 different sides. Each side will have a tree. Each side will have a fence. But each side will be different in how it's decorated and the fairies. And next week, when you come back next Thursday, we are definitely going to put some of the snow plants. We are putting the snow plants on the fairy garden. And I'm going to leave them right there. So that, and we have some snowflakes right here that I can use on the house. So until next week, you all, thank you for coming in to my tiny world fairy gardens. And I will see you tomorrow, our Subscribers Friday. And I hope to see all of you there. Miss D, Deidre's Hubby, and Lupus Life, she picked out your game tomorrow. So I hope to see you all there at 10:45 in Subscribers Choice video. Till then, y'all, have a wonderful, blessed, and happy Thursday. Stay safe, stay kind, and always stay positive.